Losing a loved one is one of life's most profound challenges. When we are called to support family and friends during their time of grief, being present is an incredible act of love. But knowing exactly what to do, what to say, or how to act can sometimes feel overwhelming. Attending a funeral or memorial service isn't just about following rules. It is about showing up with compassion, respect, and grace. In this guide, we will walk you through the essential etiquette for funeral guests, helping you navigate these delicate moments with confidence and care. When we gather to say our final goodbyes, the atmosphere is heavy with grief and reflection. Funeral etiquette is not about rigid rules or outdated traditions. Instead, it is a silent language of respect and compassion. It is how we communicate our support when words fall short. Navigating a funeral with grace ensures that the focus remains on honoring the deceased and comforting the bereaved family. Every small gesture, from arriving on time to silencing your phone, contributes to a protective environment. These mindful actions help alleviate the stress on families experiencing one of the hardest days of their lives. By understanding and observing these simple practices, we step out of our own discomfort and become a pillar of strength for others. True etiquette creates a safe, predictable space where grieving friends and family can mourn without distraction, knowing they are surrounded by genuine care. Choosing what to wear to a funeral is one of the most common sources of anxiety for guests. Your clothing is a silent expression of your respect for the deceased and your support for their grieving family. The golden rule is to dress conservatively, keeping the focus on honoring their life rather than drawing attention to yourself. For a traditional funeral, dark, muted colors are always the safest choice. Think black, navy, charcoal, or deep gray. Men should typically opt for a dark suit and tie, paired with a pressed dress shirt and polished dress shoes. Women can wear a modest dark dress or a combination of dark trousers or a skirt paired with a conservative blouse and blazer. Shoulders should generally be covered and hemlines kept respectful. It is equally important to know what to avoid. Steer clear of bright, flashy colors, loud prints, or overly casual clothing like t-shirts, shorts, ripped jeans, or athletic wear. You want to blend in with the somber atmosphere, not stand out. Always check the invitation or obituary for specific dress codes, as attire can vary significantly based on cultural or religious traditions. Some faiths may require head coverings for both men and women, or dictate specific sleeve lengths. Conversely, if the family has requested a celebration of life, they might ask guests to wear bright colors or the deceased's favorite sports team jersey. When in doubt, it is entirely acceptable to politely ask the family or the funeral director for guidance. Once the service begins, your primary role is to contribute to an atmosphere of reverence and quiet support. If you happen to arrive a few minutes late, wait for a pause in the ceremony, such as between readings or songs, and find a seat quietly in the back rows to avoid drawing attention away from the proceedings. Before you even step through the doors, check your mobile phone. It is essential to silence it completely or turn it off. Even a vibrating phone can be highly disruptive in a quiet, emotionally charged environment. This is a time to be fully present, offering your undivided attention and respect to the grieving family and the memory of the person who has passed. During the service, your body language should reflect compassion and solemnity. Sit quietly, listen attentively to the speakers, and participate in any communal aspects, such as standing or singing, only if you feel comfortable doing so. It is perfectly acceptable to sit quietly with your head bowed in reflection if you do not share the specific religious or cultural traditions being observed. Emotions may run high, and quiet tears are completely natural and expected. Keep tissues handy, and if you feel overwhelmed by a coughing fit or intense emotion, it is entirely polite to quietly step out of the room to compose yourself before returning. Remember, your silent, steady presence is a profound gesture of solidarity that the family will deeply appreciate. Approaching the bereaved family is often the most daunting part of a funeral. Your goal is simply to offer comfort. Keep your interaction brief, as others are waiting to pay their respects. A sincere, gentle handshake or a brief, warm hug speaks volumes before you even say a word. When finding the right words, simplicity is your best friend. There is no magic phrase to take away the pain, so stick to brief, heartfelt condolences. Say things like, "I am so sorry for your loss," or "They will be deeply missed." Sharing a very brief, fond memory is fine, but keep the focus on comforting the family. Knowing what not to say is just as important as the words you choose. Avoid common cliches like, "They are in a better place now," or "Everything happens for a reason," which can unintentionally invalidate their grief. Never ask invasive questions about the circumstances of the passing. Also, avoid saying, "I know exactly how you feel," because everyone experiences grief in their own unique way. Often, the most powerful thing you can offer is your silent, empathetic presence. Practice active listening. If a family member wants to speak, let them guide the conversation. Give them your full attention, nod in understanding, and offer a comforting gaze. Remember, a quiet presence and a compassionate listening ear provide much more comfort than any words you could possibly string together. Arriving at a funeral is not like arriving at a typical gathering. Punctuality is paramount. Aim to arrive at least 15 to 20 minutes early. This gives you time to find a seat, settle your thoughts, and ensure the service begins without interruption. If you are considering bringing children, use your best judgment. While their presence can bring comfort, it is vital they understand the solemnity of the occasion. If a child becomes restless or vocal, it is completely acceptable and often appreciated to quietly step out so the service remains undisturbed. Before or after the service, take a moment to sign the condolence book. Keep your message brief but heartfelt. When it comes to tributes, observe the family's wishes. They may prefer a beautiful floral arrangement placed on a memory table, or they might request a charitable donation in lieu of flowers. Both are beautiful ways to honor the departed. As the formal service concludes, guests often gather for a reception. This is a time for shared memories and gentle conversation, not loud socializing. Keep your interactions respectful. And remember, your support does not end when the day is over. A thoughtful online condolence message or a card sent weeks later can mean the world to a grieving family. Navigating the delicate nuances of funeral etiquette can feel overwhelming during an already difficult time. But remember, you do not have to do it alone. For more in-depth articles, comprehensive guides, and compassionate support, please visit funeralus.com. We are here to help you honor your loved ones with grace, dignity, and respect. Ultimately, funeral etiquette is not about following rigid rules. It is about showing respect, offering your comforting presence, and leading with genuine empathy. Remember that your support and understanding mean the world to a grieving family during their most difficult times. If you found this gentle guide helpful, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your own experiences in the comments below. Take care of yourself, and remember to be kind to one another.